I'm not an attorney, but we're now on day 25 of Diddy's federal criminal trial, and the finish line is finally in sight. Here's what went down in court today. Things kicked off with a bit of drama. The attorneys were called out by the judge because someone leaked information from a sealed, closed-door meeting that happened last Friday. That meeting involved the judge, the legal teams, and Diddy himself. The judge wasn't having it. He asked both sides if they knew how those private details ended up in the media and made it clear that a gag order was violated. He then warned both teams, going forward, lead attorneys will be held accountable for anything their team members do, and if there's another violation, expect people to be dragged under oath, hand over their phones and messages for review, and possibly face civil or even criminal penalties after that. Prosecutors informed the judge they're likely to rest their case by Wednesday, 26. The defense team followed up, saying they'll need around 2 to 5 days to present their side, which means the jury could start deliberating as early as next week. Then came the testimony. Brendan Paul, Diddy's former assistant, took the stand after being granted immunity. As I mentioned in a previous update, he was expected to testify. Following him, the special agent from the U.S. Attorney's Office who started testifying yesterday returned to the stand. She's what's known as a summary witness, basically someone who reviews and organizes large amounts of evidence like flight records, hotel bookings, texts, videos, etc., and presents it clearly for the jury. And based on what we've heard, a lot of her testimony is trying to establish that Diddy used business funds to cover costs for flights, hotels, and what she called FREAKOFFs or king nights. She brought up one example from September 2014, a hotel stay in Los Angeles and a round-trip flight from New York to LA for a man named Dave. The witness testified that the charges were paid using 5 different bank accounts, including ones tied to Bad Boy Entertainment and Combs Enterprises. She also went over invoices for hotel damages, including one eye-popping bill, $46,000 for damage to a penthouse at the Intercontinental New York. That bill, paid for with Diddy's American Express card. Then she dug into evidence surrounding that same hotel incident, breaking down a series of phone calls between Diddy, Cassie, Diddy's bodyguard D-Rock, and his ex-chief of staff KK. She also noted calls to Eddie Garcia, the hotel security guard who previously said Diddy paid him $100,000 after handing over security footage from that night. During cross-examination, the defense challenged the witness on what wasn't in her charts. The attorney pointed out that her summary only includes people she knows were at certain events, but acknowledged that others could have been present too. He also pointed to missing texts, like ones where Cassie coordinated or agreed to FREAKOFFs, including one where she told Diddy she was ready for one dot at one point. The defense asked if she verified the charts for completeness. The agent clarified that she didn't. She only reviewed what was handed to her and made sure it matched the original source material before breaking for lunch. Jurors were shown videos of FREAKOFFs from 2012 and 2014, both featuring Cassie. Reportedly, 5 jurors sitting in the same row all had their chins in their hands at the same time. Make of that what you will. Other messages highlighted by the defense included a text where Diddy told Cassie maybe one of those nights, and she replied, yes. Another message showed Cassie texting Diddy the day after a FREAKOFF saying she was having flashbacks. Then, in a short redirect, the prosecution pointed to a 2016 text from Diddy saying, "Baby, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry." Cassie responded, "I have crazy bruising from Friday. I'd be a dummy to let that happen again." And with that, the witness was dismissed, wrapping up day 25. Day 26 continues tomorrow.